Hey guys, this is Justin. Hello and welcome to a very surprising Star Wars news video. One I was not planning on putting out today, but we just got a very interesting report from the Hollywood Reporter stating that the man himself, Hayden Christensen, will be reprising his role of Anakin Skywalker for the Disney Plus series Ahsoka. So that's a bombshell. Everyone knew, obviously, that Hayden would be appearing in the Kenobi series. That was an official announcement. This, however, is from multiple sources, according to the Hollywood Reporter, and generally they are very reliable when it comes to this type of leak or detail. I sometimes suspect that Disney probably leaked some of this out on purpose to help generate hype without having to go through sort of the official marketing channels or to make it seem low-key. But either way, if the Hollywood Reporter says it, for me, it's pretty much confirmed to be legitimate. So what does this mean? Well, I think there are a couple of options, and honestly, I think both are very possible and also very exciting. For those who don't know, the Ahsoka show is sort of a tie-in with the Mandoverse. It will take place probably around 5 years after the Battle of Endor, so obviously we won't be seeing Darth Vader in his suit alive during that time period. He's dead, obviously. What might we see? Well, as I said, I think there's two options. First of all, we could very well see flashbacks to Ahsoka and Anakin's time during the Clone Wars, but something that I didn't initially think about was that we could also see Force Ghost Anakin. Anakin, of course, appeared in his Hayden Christensen form in the special editions for Return of the Jedi. I see it very possible that he pops in to talk to Ahsoka or maybe somebody else in the universe. A lot of people, and I think even Disney themselves, have painted this time period as sort of an MCU-like period where multiple TV series will come together for one major event. So although this show was called Ahsoka, I wouldn't be surprised if we, for example, saw Luke Skywalker at some point, as we did in The Mandalorian, if we saw other major characters. So Vader could be appearing to Ahsoka, or rather Anakin's Force Ghost could be appearing to Ahsoka, or he could be appearing to other characters, which I think would be absolutely amazing. I would love to see a Hayden Christensen Leia scene. Obviously that's more difficult with Carrie Fisher no longer being with us, but there would have had to be some movie de-aging magic going on there anyway. So yeah, Force Ghost is possible, and as I alluded to, I think it's very likely that we also do get flashbacks. The great thing is Hayden Christensen with a little bit of makeup, I think, and some floofed out hair could very easily look like the 2005 version of him from Revenge of the Sith. The same thing actually for Ewan McGregor as well. I suspect that we will see flashbacks in the Kenobi show as well, and to me all of this sort of makes sense as well when you consider that Lucasfilm has been giving a lot of attention to the Clone Wars. They finished season 7, but either way, it seems obvious that at some point we will be getting a live action Ahsoka Anakin conversation, whether in the flesh or with Anakin in spirit form, and that is something that I honestly never would have believed would have happened when I first watched the Clone Wars. It's really unbelievable that Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and everyone else associated with this sort of period of the Disney Plus Star Wars era is kind of knocking it out of the park and giving us, the fans, the things that we have wanted to see. Now, I don't mean to be a bit dour here, but it also really highlights the fact that Hayden was underused for the sequel trilogy as well. He seemed more than eager to return to the Star Wars universe. Why couldn't we get him in The Rise of Skywalker? I think his appearance as a Force Ghost would have done a great job of connecting the prequel trilogies and the sequel trilogies, especially with Kylo sort of being a newer version of him. But I think that's all I really want to have to say on that topic. I'm also curious though, what do you guys think Anakin will be doing in Ahsoka? Will it be flashbacks? Will it be Force Ghost shenanigans? Let me know all of that and more down in the comments. I do also have a bit more of Star Wars television show news than I thought I might as well throw in at the end of this video, because there's not that much to talk about. A casting confirmation. This is according to Making Star Wars. I saw it posted on Star Wars Leaks, and we've got some news about The Mandalorian Season 3, specifically about one very big action scene. Apparently, they've filmed a sequence which will need 75 different Mandalorian suits of armor, and the Mandos will be played by local actors, and it seems like some will even bring their own costumes. That's one of the great things about the Star Wars community. A lot of people do have screen accurate, or at least screen quality costumes. In the comments of that post on Star Wars Leaks, somebody actually pointed out that Lucasfilm just reintroduced the Outer Rim database, which is, according to them, I've never actually heard of this, an online portal for members to upload their costumes, which can be easily searchable. You include your weight, your height, and I guess that's a way to get cast for the show. show. We saw The Mandalorian do this in Season 1 with some of the Stormtrooper costumes at the end of the season, so that's interesting. I don't want to speculate too much about what's happening. It seems like making Star Wars doesn't really fully know what's going on here either. I am going to guess that this has something to do with Din Djarin obviously becoming potential Mandalore now. He's got the Darksaber. Maybe he'll be calling in reinforcements to help him with something since he presumably has that power as Mandalore, or maybe he will be fighting as a part of some sort of Mandalorian civil war. I don't know. We did also hear, by the way, that Sasha Banks will not be returning to The Mandalorian Season 3, which is kind of weird because you'd think if there was going to be a big storyline about the Mandalorians as a whole, they would include one of the few who have actually shown their faces at this point, but whatever. That could also just be misdirection on her part, or she could just be hiding from it. Who knows? All in all, though, a very interesting day for Star Wars news. Hope you guys enjoyed this brief news video. Until next time, be safe, have a good one, and may the Force be with you.